It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Checking out Oklahoma City, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And tonight, Danilo Gallinari takes the floor. Has the height of a power forward, the game of a small forward. Kenny, what does he give this team?
Scoring efficiency. You know, lots of threes, lots of free throws, lots of versatility.
Impressive skill level for his size. Can shoot from a standstill and put the ball on the floor.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with a call, and we will see y'all later.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to Denver. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he says you never know how long you'll be able to run like this or jump like this, so I go for it every time. I may look angry, but it's the only way I know. Yes, you look angry. Kevin?
Yeah, he's special, DA, absolutely. Thanks. We have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Luwawu is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's George in at the 3 spot. Now here's Westbrook, takes a 3. Gortat with the rebound. Outside Williams. And Beverly kicks to Gortat. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Beverly. Over Westbrook. And it's Beverly missing. Outside, George shoots from the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good. George has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Oklahoma City. Williams passes to Gortat. Back to Williams. Plays it up and banks it in.
The craftiness of Lou Williams, able to create separation off the dribble.
Westbrook against Beverly. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Westbrook. On the money with the open jumper.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Gortat misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Luwawu. And the basket is good. Beverly with the ball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gord's out with a screen on Westbrook. And it's Beverly missing.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Westbrook with the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Gallinari right side. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
So much of his offense is perimeter-oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Westbrook against Beverly. And it's Westbrook missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Harris dishes to Gortat. And Beverly kicks to Gortat. Williams sets a screen for Gortat. Sinks the three-pointer. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Very consistent from long distance. Beverly a floor spacer offensively.
Westbrook passes to Luau. And it's Grant in the corner from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here is Harris. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
You know, because it's all about timing, just unable to connect. One of those plays you really want back.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Harris. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. Gortat with the screen for Williams. That three off the mark. The Thunder leading by 6.
Well, you talk about a professional scorer, that's Lou Williams. The former Sixth Man of the Year is instant offense.
Now here's Beverly. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door. This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
9 feet out. Grant outside. Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 22 points a game last season, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Here's Gallinari. Williams trying to break free. That's good from Gallinari on the assist from Tobias Harris.
The slashing ability of Gallinari, they like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
And that one's good. George.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Clippers. Then for the Thunder, Noel comes in for Grant, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Bradley. Tight defense on him. Lets it go from 11. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Adams. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Bradley passes to Gortat. The three. Cans it from downtown. Bradley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And that one's good. Beverly.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Scott comes in for Harris. And Mbamute comes in for Gallinari. The Thunder also changing it up. Patterson comes in for Adams. And it's Felton in for Luwawu Cabarro. Now here's Noel. Here's Felton. There's a screen by Noel. And that one's good. Schroeder.
He comes off screens like it's an agility course. Schroeder as elusive as they come.
Schroeder against Beverly. Pass to Scott. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Harrell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Here's Scott following the basket by Raymond Felton. Harrell, a screen on Schroeder. Beverly against Schroeder. Picked by Harrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Beverly. And the rejection by Noel. Outside, George. There's a screen by Noel. And George, here we go. No good. Clippers trail by 3. Well, the Clippers looking to build their own arena in Los Angeles. Being the second or third tenant at Staples Center doesn't really feel right anymore.
Big plans are laid in Inglewood, adjacent to the new football stadium. Seems like it would be a win for the fans, the team, and the city.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Bradley. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He fired up the Jets. Avery Bradley beats his man up court, took care of business.
And Mbamute against George. He kicks it to Patterson. And it's off from 3-point range. LA's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Pass to Beverly. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Beverly's got 7 points.
You talk about a player who never backs down. Beverly unbothered by the good D.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the left wing. Here is Mbamute. No good from outside. Oklahoma City trailer. Schroeder, right side. And for Dennis Schroeder, the German guard, his one major shortcoming, his shot.
Not a great shooter from deep, and it impacts the rest of his game. High usage player the last few years. Hard to see him continuing that role if he can't become more efficient from outside.
And he makes the first. Steve, we've heard the phrase speed kills, especially when trying to guard someone with a very explosive first step.
Westbrook, John Wall, Kemba, Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys, they get up and down the court. There's so many young guys. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. Woo, I wish I had that speed, Kevin.
You did at one time. You did have that speed at one time.
Not at all. Not at all. Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Screen by Baamute. There's Williams with the three. And it's Noel with the rebound.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And Baamute against George. To the wing on the left. Clock at 4. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Schroeder, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Schroeder's got 6 points.
Good decision making right here. Coming off the screen, Schroeder with no hesitation.
Here's Bradley. Doesn't go that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Good, great play by Williams to set it up. 7 points for Avery Bradley.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Knocked loose and stolen by Williams. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup. Williams has got his second basket.
I like this choice by Lou. Could try to take it to the rack, but sees he has the easy floater over the top.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's George. Nice D from Scott. Bradley up top. He's covered by Felton. Shot from 12. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
They've got Harrell, Luke Mbamute out there with Scott. Then there's Bradley, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Patterson kicks to George. Noel, Skrina, and Mbamute. The 3 from George. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, he had 18 points. Paul George with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. 14 feet away, and that one goes long.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Mbamute inside, defended by George. Scott with a screen on Felton. Here's Bradley. Buries it down low. Bradley's got 9.
With his wiry frame, Bradley's surprisingly tough. In fact, he may have been fouled there.
And they call an illegal screen here. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Williams passes to Harrell. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
A different look for the Clippers. Gortat has come in for Montrezl Harrell. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Mbahumute. Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Scott kicks to Bradley. There's a screen by Gortat. Bradley against Felton. Tries again. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the Clippers making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. And Luwawu subbed in for Raymond Felton.
One shot.
That free throw good from Gortat. Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mind set to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is an art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that, to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it, pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top. Your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Bradley. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Oh, my, I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now, I've seen it all.
The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's a screen by Gortat. Bradley up top. He's got 9. Los Angeles with another miss. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Grant outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Gallinari. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
No good on the free throw.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
And he sinks the second. Clippers trail by 6. There's a screen by Gortat. Harris outside. Gallinari on the wing. There's Williams with the 3. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
Westbrook kicks to Grant. And the pass to Luwawu. Screen by Grant. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Grant. Adams with the screen on Gallinari. Drills the three-pointer. Grant's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Thunder.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
There's a screen by Gortat. Gallinari dishes to Williams. Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. And Adams sends it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Williams.
Patrick Beverly.
And Noel kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Goes up off the pick. And Noel throws it down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And it's Beverly missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Luwawu, the pass to Adams. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 7. Kicks to Gortat. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Looking to end the run. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Tobias Harris. Oklahoma City's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Now, here is Gallinari.
Out of bounds.
He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Clock at 6. That's tipped. Here's Grant, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Gallinari. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
And he knocks down the first one. And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes. And he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope. We may see his role evolve over the next few years.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Warriors in Oakland. Count that one.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Here's Beverly. He's got 7. There's a screen by Gortat. Harris dishes to Beverly. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Beverly's got 9.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Westbrook kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. They set the pick. Back to Westbrook. There's a screen by Noel. 6 on the shot clock. And Westbrook, here we go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
First free throw is good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Noel. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 9. This is to Gortat. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Bradley can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Grant with a screen on Gallinari. Here's Luwawu. Gallinari with the rebound. Clippers trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. The shot off that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Communication seemed to be missing, and if you want to come away with a lot of wins, you have to have that.
Los Angeles calls timeout. The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And Mbamute comes in for Gallinari. Now, here's Scott over Patterson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. To the middle, and stolen by Harrell. And here's Beverly. He's got 9. Now, here's Mbamute. Shot to end this cold run, and that's 2 points on the layup. The Thunder leading by 10. George with the screen on Beverly. Adams sets the pick for Schroeder. Over Mbamute. Got a hand on it. Beverly wide open. They get the rebound. Here's Scott. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
I had a chance to look at the numbers for Schroeder. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 19 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense. Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
You know, Patrick Beverly, first-team all-defense, Smitty, back in 2017. He gets right in your chest. He is a tenacious defender.
He's hard-nosed. He's fearless, not just in your jersey. He wants to get under your skin.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And Patrick Beverly last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
Good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Felton kicks to George. Shoots. Felton can't get it to go.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 10. Los Angeles with another miss.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Bradley against Felton. Adams with the screen on Bradley. Felton attacking. Back to Patterson. Knocks it loose, but they get it back. Pass to George. Felton against Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. A second chance effort. Felton can't get it to go. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Beverly. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Patrick Beverly likes to play aggressive, plays at a high pace, nice finish off contact.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
That's good from Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
Schroeder hits them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Williams with the ball. Jacks up a three. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. It's, I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's very nice. It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
I have an antique.
There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 assist. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And now the third quarter about to get going. The Thunder leading by 9. So for Oklahoma City right now, the forwards, George and Grant. Russell Westbrook out there with Luwawu, and it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Bradley kicks to Harris, stolen by Grant. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he makes that one. George has got 11.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Bradley. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Explosive athlete, Bradley challenges the interior of this defense, showing versatility on the offensive end.
Screen by Adams. Grant with a screen on Bradley. Bradley against Westbrook. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Clippers.
One shot.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic, a championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008, a great career as an NBA coach.
Now here's Beverley. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, he's got 14.
More of a streak shooter than a volume scorer, Patrick has been on fire tonight.
And George kicks to Westbrook. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Doc Rivers came to the Clippers after he avoided a rebuild in Boston. But he's staying put in L.A. for the revamp.
A guiding voice for this team through some turbulent years. I think he's invested in making the Clippers a destination franchise.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, D.A., he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. And that one falls for Williams.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Good on both. And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
Here's Adams, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And the Clippers get called for the foul. First trip to the line for him here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Clippers trail by 11. Williams kicks to Harris. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. That one falls.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
Screen by Adams. Gortat with the steal. Beverly against Westbrook. Beverly the pass to Gortat. Three-pointer. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. Knocks down the three ball. And that's now 9 points for Tobias Harris.
We know Harris is good off the dribble, now becoming equally adept at the catch and shoot.
Outside, George. Screen by Adams, and here's Westbrook from the arc. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And Beverly kicks to Gortat. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. He hits the second from the line. The Thunder leading by 8. Westbrook passes to Luwawu. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
High post, Gortat. The kick out to Williams. There's a screen by Gortat. Williams in the post. Noel on him. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Williams.
Good interior defense, but Lou Williams not to be intimidated, not to be denied.
A chance to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Thunder.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
The first one falls. Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki. Reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Back to Westbrook. Noel sets a screen for Westbrook to the inside. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Gortat wide open. He fires. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shot on the wing. George, no good. Clippers trail by 9. Harris outside. Feeds to Gortat. Count it. Gortat's got 10.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Westbrook kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Pass to George. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. From 10 feet out, Harris no good. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Fires from the wing. And there's Paul George on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bradley kicks to Harris. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Schroeder's checked in.
Dennis Schroeder.
Here's Harris. He's got 9. There's a screen by Gortat. Just 5 on the clock. Harris inside. He's covered by Grant. Harris's shot is off. The Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And Russell Westbrook good for 3. Westbrook's got 14 points here in the second half.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Timeout.
And the Clippers call time here. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
For the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And Mbamute comes in for Gallinari. And then for Oklahoma City, Patterson comes in for Grant. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Bradley. 13 points in the game. Outside Williams. Harrell setting the pick for Williams. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Scott can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Felton kicks to Patterson. Patterson, the screen. Schroeder. Rebound by Harrell.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Harrell setting the pick for Williams. And the rejection by Noel. They retain possession. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The three from Bradley. Harrell. The kick out to Williams. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And the pass to Patterson. Noel, a screen on Bradley. And Patterson kicks to Felton. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Felton has got his second bucket.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Felton against Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 9 points in the quarter. The Thunder leading by 9. Schroeder kicks to Patterson. Passes to George. For 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Scott's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
Felton against Williams. Patterson, that's good.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
LA's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Williams dishes to Harrell. Williams' shot is off. Oklahoma City's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And it's Schroeder missing. Clippers trail by 11. Mbamute inside, defended by George. Mbamute can't get it to go. Out to the right wing. Here's Felton. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Williams can't hit. The Thunder leading by 13. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
Mbamute against George. And Mbamute kicks to Harrell. In the corner, Bradley with it. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. 1:03 left here in the third quarter. Launches a 3. Patterson can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Felton. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Williams. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Bradley. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Thunder shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. And Ba'amute with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The dish to Scott. And Ba'amute the pass to Williams. And George, here we go. Noel in the corner. He dishes it to Schroeder. Noel sets a screen for Felton. With 4 seconds on the clock, the offensive rebound and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Substitution on the court.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey, guys, I told you, 1 bucket at a time, all right? 1 bucket at a time and extra passes. Extra passes. Let's go, baby.
Doc Rivers keeping his guys focused on the moment, trying to maximize the results of each possession.
Yeah, and there's no value in getting too far ahead of yourself. Just run the offense the way it was designed and just look for good shots each possession.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Scott is out there with Harrell, and it's Mba'amute in at the 3. Adams with it, now guarded by Harrell. And Mba'amute against Schroeder. 6 to shoot. The 3 from George. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Thunder lead by 11.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on them.
Williams' shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside, Felton. With the floater, and the shot is good.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Beverly against Schroeder, and there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his 5th foul.
Oh my goodness, his 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Mba'amute. Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Raymond Felton. Harrell, a screen on Schroeder. A floater, yep it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Beverly.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Schroeder kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Grant, right side. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside, Williams. Lets it go with the 3. Los Angeles keeping it alive, fresh 24.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Outside, George. The shot from the low post is good. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now, here's Scott. They set the pick. Harrell dishes to Scott. The Clippers keep it alive. And that one's good. Beverly.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
And here's Schroeder. Screen by Grant. Adams with the screen on Beverly. And it's Schroeder missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Inside, Harrell. Yep, that one goes in there.
Nice interior pass, and then the strong finish.
The Thunder leading by 7. Tries a 3, cranes it from beyond the arc. And that's 11 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Schroeder has really improved as a three-point shooter. With that shot, he becomes even more dangerous.
Picked by Harrell. Outside, Scott. He kicks it to Harrell. Williams for 3. Thunder with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
George against Gallinari. Right side, George. Pass to Adams. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Offensive rebound. Schroeder against Beverly. It's stolen by Adams. Luwawu, the pass to Grant. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Yes. Grant's got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Picked by Harrell. And Williams, here we go. Double team on Williams. And Luwawu Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Gortat's checked in for Harrell, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Mike Scott. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Gallinari. And just miss after miss right now.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Grant outside. Adams sets the pick for George. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Clippers trail by 15. Gallinari attacking, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And for the matchup with the Suns, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
LA's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Now here is Harris. Kicks it to Williams. There's a screen by Gortat. 5 on the clock. Gallinari passes to Williams. looking to end the run. And the shot is long.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Here's Luwawu. It's good from long range.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his third foul so far. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles.
You know, as this game has gone along, his concentration has deteriorated. They've lost way too many possessions from him turning the ball over.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles.
One shot, gentlemen.
When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
Harris, good.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Taken away by Williams. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Los Angeles on D. 17-point game. Westbrook kicks to George.
Good D by Gallinari. Has a good combination of size and instincts. Can guard various positions for you.
Stolen by George. Shoots. He trains the quick shot. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Thunder leading by 19. Westbrook kicks to Grant. George against Gallinari. George double teamed. Back to Grant. And oh, he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Bradley, following the score by Oklahoma City. Harris inside, working on Grant. Harris, good.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
And George kicks to Grant. Pass to Westbrook. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Inside. Here's Harris. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
And this is the thing about Harris. He is sneaky on the glass. Do not let him get position.
Now the pass to George. Over Gallinari. George, no good. Clippers trail by 17. The 17-footer. Gortat dishes to Bradley. Harris inside the line. The rebound by Luwawu.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. And so Adams nails both of them. Clippers trail by 19. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Teodosic. There's a screen by Gortat. Harris outside. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Robinson's checked in for Milos Teodosic.
Substitution for the Clippers, Jerome Robinson.
Stolen by Grant. Westbrook against Robinson. Screen by Adams. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Westbrook. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games. But I think overall, just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Now Bradley, outside Williams. And he drops it in from the low post. Williams has got 14 points here in the second half.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojet.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 20. Outside Williams. From the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got 24 points.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Thunder.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Paul George.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Here's Harris following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And Bradley gets it to go.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
But they recover it. Passes it to Westbrook. Another shot. The shot's good. Westbrook's got 37.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Gortat. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Awesome scoring effort from Lou Williams tonight, showing once again when he gets on a roll, he can carry you.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.